Hello there guys, and of course welcome back on into yet another one of us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron. It's really good to have you watching along at home for this new pre-workout just landed in the UK market. It's from the guys at Efectiv Nutrition and it's called The Edge. And can it give us the edge here? Can it give you the edge in the future? It might be something you decide to pick up. We're going to find out today, as of course we go through the usuals: the taste, price, label, and of course primarily the effects of this stuff in the real world. Forget the hype, forget the marketing. What can it really do? We're going to find out. But first, please do like the video, do subscribe to the channel, and of course do drop any comments you have down below. It helps us out, and of course, as we always say, we like to help you out in return. Let's go. First segment, taste and mixability. Arguably the least important, and that's why we start with it. And of course, to some of you out there, it is of importance. So it comes in 3 different flavours that we can see on their website. So that's good. It gives you a bit more of an opportunity to choose something you like. It comes in strawberry and watermelon. It comes in lemon sherbet, which is the flavour we have for today's review. And it also comes in apple and raspberry. Memory not even once, but I've decided to go. They sent us kindly down a couple of tubs. They sent us also down the strawberry and watermelon one, but I'm not really a fan of either of those. I like a bit of lemon sherbet. 12 grams, guys. Important to weigh your scoops because just under a flat scoop actually gets you that 12 grams on these. The risk is with some people, they'll just go like that, and that's 20 grams plus. So be careful. Be careful. Weigh your scoops, guys. Very important. So it's got a very classic pre-workout taste smell to it. Kind of like the old Mesomorph lemon flavour I remember. Anyway, let's give it a mix up. So it's going to be quite hard to tell mixability because it's not got any colours to it. I mean, it looks pretty solid. It's no point me showing you. It's impossible. It's really hard for me to see it, let alone the camera. I think it's really good. There's a little bit at the bottom. Very minor. Very minor. Anyway, taste test. Let's do this. Yeah, it's pretty good. Tastes exactly like the lemon sherbet sweets you get. No negatives to it. A bit sweet. It's not sour. So anyone wondering about the lemon sourness, I couldn't call it sour. It's all right. It's all right. It's a bit weak, maybe a bit less water, but it's a safe bet, to be honest with you. I would give it a very friendly 8 out of 10. It's good. It's good. I'd give it a good score. Anyway, price point. Into the price point of the product, and I expected this to be a strong price point simply because their pre-workouts and formulations in the past have always come out very affordable, and this one is no different. You'll head on over to the official Efectiv Nutrition website, link in the description down below if you want to get your hands on this one. I can tell you it would be £21.99, but we have a discount code RB10, knocks off 10%, and it actually drops it all the way down to just £19.79. Very affordable. You also get a true 25 servings per the container, and therefore I can tell you each serving comes in at a beautiful price point of just 79 pence per serving. You heard that correctly, very cheap. But how does it do on our consistent pricing scale, where a 5 out of 10 is what we consider to be absolutely bang average for pre-workouts across the world? 9.5 out of 10. Seriously cheap, seriously affordable. Good second element to the pre-workout review. Let's get into the label and the effects. That will determine whether it's worth that price point. into the label of The Edge by Efectiv Nutrition. And let me start off at the top. As mentioned, 12 grams is your serving size. You get 25 servings per the container. In the UK, we have to list things like fat, salt, sugars and all of that malarkey, to be honest with you, on the label. It's legislation, one of those things, right? Not important to your pre-workout. Vitamins and minerals, of course, they have some nice side notes, general bodily function, energy production, nothing too concerning with your pre-workout regime. And I can tell you the only thing in there that you might feel is the niacin at the 32 milligrams, because it might give you a niacin flush, like a red tingly feeling to the skin. And it works pretty well with beta-alanine, which is actually the first ingredient on the meat and potatoes of this label at 3 grams. So we're talking pretty near to clinical dosage for the beta tingle, itchy, paresthesia type feeling as the pre-workout kicks in, and of course helps with endurance once you've taken it for a long enough period of time. We got beta power up next at 2 grams, a good dosage again. Jack of all trade ingredient, helps with endurance, athletic performance, hydration, pumps, and it's even been shown to help with nootropic or focus benefits. So really is in there for everything. We've got L-tyrosine up next at 500 milligrams for learning, for concentration, for clarity, the amino acid responsible for all those cognitive benefits, right? I would say, in truth, I'd like to have seen that doubled in dosage. We got caffeine anhydrous up next at 250 milligrams, which is what I would honestly consider to be ever so slightly below average, which can be a thumbs up for certain individuals out there, of course. 2.5 cups worth of coffee is still stronger than your average energy drink, so it should give you stimulation and energy for the gym. Then we've got methylliberine and teocrine, dynamine and teocrine, okay? They're cousins to caffeine, amplifiers of the energy for longer sources of energy, hopefully anti-crash. They kick in slightly quicker than caffeine anhydrous, and they really can last a long period of time without weaning off. They can also help in terms of blood pressure and heart rate, and different bits and pieces from the stimulatory pathway, okay? What do I think of the label? It is very basic, no denying it. It's energy driven, there's no pump ingredients in there. But again, we are having to remember the affordability aspect of it. I think it will still give us what we're primarily looking for in the gym, which is energy and a bit of focus on the side. Let's see how it actually does in the real world. We're there, guys. We have arrived at the most important destination of these reviews, the effects segment. What can this pre-workout do for you in the real world? Will it give you the edge? Well, we're going to be 100% honest, as we always are. What can it really do? Well, forget the hype, forget the marketing, etc., etc., right? Let's start at the beginning. Beta-alanine. Did I feel it? Yeah, I felt something there. I felt maybe it was coupled up with a niacin. You felt quite quickly motivated, quite a quick sense of urgency. The beta tingle wasn't anything crazy. And in fact, I'd probably give it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. You know it's in there, but it doesn't drive you crazy. So applicable for those who don't like it, applicable for those who do. It's in the middle of those realms, right? And what comes in next, and quite quickly, I've got to be honest, is that wave of energy. It is a smooth wave of energy, no doubts about that whatsoever. It's not a slapper, it doesn't punch you in the face, it doesn't drive your heart rate up through the roof, it doesn't send you crazy, okay? It's a nice, applicable amount of energy for a training session, a typical training session. Not a crazy 4-hour leg day. It's applicable for anything, obviously, depending on your tolerance, but chest day, arm day, shoulder day, and it will struggle a little bit more with the grueling, long, heavy back or leg days. That's the truth. It does enough, but it doesn't give you too much. It's like going to a restaurant, ordering your favourite food, and it turns up and you're able to eat it all, but you're also satisfied and you don't need an extra portion of chips, for example, is just the right amount. Some people, however, some of you hungry ones out there, aka STIM junkies, you'll want more. You will want more. And perhaps their other pre-workout, the elite one, would be more down your street. This one, as expected on label, expected against that price point, is a daily driver product. It's not giving you too much. There's nothing given from pumps from this product, right? No pumps are given, just your typical level of pump. And you know how we say it, guys. Hydration, carbohydrate intake, the weather, your temperature, your genetics of the body part trained, how hard you train. A million factors come into pumps. So you get, it didn't obviously take away from pumps. It just doesn't give you anything extra for pumps. Focus, good, not crazy. Caffeine with the teacrine, with the dynamine, level of focus. It gets you going. It does. It's the starter motor, right? It gets things moving. It's, like I say, it's not crazy. It is for beginners. It's for
savage pumps in the gym and the bedroom. Wolf pump.
Perhaps intermediate users, what we would say to advanced users, STIM junkies, those wanting pumps and extras and don't mind spending a little bit more. Effective nutrition, the elite pre-workout would be the one to go for. And it's very strange, actually, because with going off a bit of tangent here, when these products, when these companies, should I say, bring out your daily driver pre-workouts first, they bring out the basic products first, and then they release the hardcore ones, the more advanced ones. Well, this company have done it the other way around. They've released elite, the more hardcore one, and then later on the edge, which is, it doesn't matter. It's just different. It's strange in the pre-workout world. That's the truth. There's always companies that are wanting to do more and more and more. Well, actually, this time they've done less. But don't forget, guys, you are paying not a lot for this product. I do definitely suspect, and I do think, should I say, it's the right price point for it. Do I think you're getting a massive bargain? I still think it's a bargain. I feel if it's something you can get away with, you're laughing. If it gives you enough energy and focus, and you pay that price point, and you've got a low tolerance to this sort of thing, happy days. Happy damn days, I tell you. So yeah, no pumps, focus, 7 out of 10, energy, 8 out of 10. You know, I'm really wrapping it up there quick, guys. Yeah, no, I think it's all right. I do think it's all right. I think you're paying a very good price for it. It's good quality ingredients, etc., etc., etc. It says on the back here, fast, clean energy. I would have to agree with that. Not too much, enough for what you want it for. Won't keep you up all night. No nausea, no sickness, no negatives. There you go. Appreciate you guys watching. And as always, of course, stay stimmed. Cheers for watching.